Yes, hi and good morning, and welcome to another video. This video, I thought I'll just catch up with you because I'm just returning now from my holiday in Cebu in the Philippines, and I came in last night to Changi Airport, and it's a very convenient place here. I stayed at the Aerotel Hotel last night, which is sort of like a transit hotel, which is really good because you don't have to leave the airport and everything is there for you. And may I say, it's very nice, and it's a small room, but you can book it in 6 or 12 hours intervals, sort of like in 6 hour blocks, and that's always convenient. If you came in, I had 21 hours here, so last night I went to just cruise around. I arrived in about 5 o'clock, in the evening, 6 o'clock in the evening, and then I came here and cruised around in the airport, for a few moments to take in the sights and everything like that. I had some dinner, and then I went back to the transit hotel about at 10 o'clock last night, and had a nice and shower. The shower is not, unless you book a room with a shower, the shower is a shared shower, which I didn't actually know, so I booked inadvertently a room that had a shared shower, but it was no problem. You just pack your things and go and have a shower and then come back to your room, so to speak. The room was beautiful, very nice, very small, right? Like 3 meters by 3 meters or something like that. But it had whatever needed in there. It was beautifully air conditioned and a nice, comfortable bed and beautiful, clean sheets and everything. So lights and TV. I would have liked to have seen some more movies on the TV, but that was not to be. I would like to have a channel where there's sort of 24-hour movies and maybe a bit of a selection or something similar to that, because when you sort of come in, not everybody's interested in sport and religion and the news, right? So, yeah, a History Channel was there, that sort of thing, but that's okay. Yeah, a movie channel is always good because you can just choose your movie and then run it off like that. So, like Netflix or something similar to that would be an advantage, I think. But but this is not sort of like like a testimony to to the hotel, but it was great. But whenever you travel, you can't help sort of looking at all these things, and you sort of think, well, if it was my hotel, what would I do better, right? And you notice the little things that really matters, right? So. Like the Wi-Fi, I did get free Wi-Fi, but it only lasts you in 3 hour blocks. So if you put it on when you get your room, by the time you wake up, you got no Wi-Fi. So and you have to sort of scan your passport to get a code and this sort of thing before you can actually get the Wi-Fi. So unlike when I was in China, you have free Wi-Fi wherever you go, right? So you can say China very restrictive, but definitely not in that area. Every shop has free Wi-Fi, every public space has free Wi-Fi. So it automatically, as soon as you go into a place, you just ask what's the Wi-Fi number, and you go, yeah, no problem, and then you got it, right? So, and it's unlimited, so you can just use it as much as you like. So if they can do it, I'm sure this can be done too in a place like Changi Airport. But Changi Airport is outstanding in terms of facilities available to people here, especially in transit. So they still allow you to sleep on the floor if you need to, and sometimes that's a good thing if you just have a few hours or so that you're gonna spend and you got nowhere to go, so to speak, right? So sometimes they don't allow you to book into the hotels here before 12 o'clock or 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and if you arrive like 2 o'clock in the morning, then you got a problem there unless you go to the Aerotel Hotel, as I just mentioned, and get yourself 6 hours sleep first. But it's not cheap. It's about $130 or something similar to that in Australian to get 12 hours there. So it's not that cheap. It would be, I suppose, for me in this situation, it would have been better for me just to go and take the shuttle bus into Singapore and book into a hotel there, and just that would have cost me maybe $20-30 for the night if that was the case, and that would have given me $90 to $100 to have food and dinner and whatever else, and I would be there for 24 hours. So yeah. Again, you have to sort of plan your trip a little bit and decide how. I mean, everything is so convenient here in Singapore. Of course, the shuttle bus I think goes every half hour. I'm sure, or something similar to that, at every hour, forward and back to Singapore. So if you book a hotel in there, it's not that far away. But that's okay. You know, it's some of the things that you learn as you travel a bit more, and as you get more comfortable with using the facilities, and of course the more money you're prepared to spend on it, the better facilities you have. So it's not an issue in that sense. You know, you can have limousine service that costs $1,000 a night, and you can have everything that rings and whistles, whatever that saying is called, right? So, but it all depends how comfortable you want to be and how convenient you want it, right? So that's the story with that. But definitely it makes a difference if you're here for like the 21 hours I'm here for, that you are having a place to sleep. And I remember arriving here one time at just 12:30 in the morning, and I didn't get to my hotel, or wasn't able to get into my hotel before, as I said, 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and I ended up having to pay $80 more for an early check-in. So, but I still ended up sleeping on the floor, because I mean, if you got 2 or 3 hours in the middle of the night, it's not that simple just to check in somewhere, right? So, and I didn't know they had this hotel there, Aerotel Hotel. So had I known that, I would have gone in there for 6 hours or something like that. But anyway, that's we listen and learn, and next time I will plan it out a little bit better. So, but it's a great ending to what has been a fantastic trip to Cebu for a month. I ended up going to Iloilo as well, which is another beautiful scenic spot in the Philippines. I mean, you can spend a lot of time in the Philippines and you still haven't seen nothing. They got like 7,000 islands, I think. So, as many of you know, it's a beautiful place, and it's fairly cheap, and you can get around very easily. So there's lots of things to see. But for my trip this time, I managed to get myself familiarized a lot more in the culture and seeing different things, and I had a great time there. So that's just what you are able to do if you have a little bit of free time, and if you have the inclination of wanting to travel. That's certainly something that most people should do, just to get away for a little time and experience different cultures and different places. So if you like that sort of thing, then take some time off, and of course, if you're telling me you cannot take time off, then obviously there's something wrong, isn't there? Right? So life was not all work, was it? So even if you're following a career and you're doing something, like everybody needs to just have some fresh air in their brain too. So yeah, so that is the enjoyment that we can give ourselves. So I hope that this little video will give you some sort of an idea of how great it is just to spend a bit of time away from everything, and how much pleasure it actually gives you just meeting different people, traveling to different countries, and experience different foods and cultures and that sort of thing. So yeah, so I look forward to catching up with you in the next video. So enjoy yourself, and see you next time. Thanks for now. Bye for now.